Yeah.
Hello, all. Welcome. Today, I'm here to share a wonderful story of a mother who was a people pleaser and her journey towards becoming an empowering coach. Her name is Angel Yao. She is the founder of Soulful Tales Tribe, and she is helping women to create powerful families. Let's hear more from her. Thank you, Angel, for joining us, and I would like to know more about who you are.
Thank you so much, Anshika. And I am Angel Yao from Hong Kong, already from Hong Kong. And I'm the motherhood mastery coach. And I'm on a mission to help 100,000 mothers who experience painful childhood, meaning your, your past is not very alike to what you desire. And and now to live your life, your loving life with authenticity, dignity, and using bedtime storytelling. I'm the founder of Soulful Tales Tribe, and all the members there are using story to enhance their ability to voice out, to be themselves and be really happy with their life.
Amazing. You are doing an amazing job. I am just curious, like you said, you help them create authenticity. How you do that? What is your process?
Thank you. Uh, Actually, it is a process of telling a story. When you are telling a story, you are not the way you perform in your daily life. You are you are emanating, permeating the story. And then if you are a mother, you have a lot of opportunities to tell stories. Like you are talking to your kids, your son or daughter, they really love listening to story, love someone who tells story. And then when you are when you are in the story, you are with the characters there. You are not only who you are usually, and you are connecting with the story, the characters, and also the audience. So your children. And so when they are so curious about what is happening in the story, and then you will just enter all the characters there and you become someone inside. Like when you are being a lion, so you become a lion. And then when you are a little kid, little girl, so you become a little girl. So it's time for you to call out some part within you and make it very loud and clear to your children. And so they can connect with all parts of you. In this way, you can connect with them with very, very much intimacy. And that would make you and your children really in a way of communication fully. And so he or she can learn how to be themselves fully with your performance with them.
I'm totally amazed, like, when you were telling like being a lion and then getting to a little girl and the difference you had, and then you bow tied it with saying that you get to play all the characters and you expand your presence, and that helps have more communication or better communication with your kid. Beautifully, beautifully said. So, what made you come into this field? Like, why you chose this field? How you got into
Thank
this?
you. Thank you, Anshika. Uh, why it was because uh, let me share you something in my past where when I was 14, there were there were 2 years. My mom was not here, and I really didn't know where she was. And I try my best to call her to connect with her, but not success. So I consider myself not having a mother anymore since then. One day, when my dad invites an uncle to come to our house, come to our home, the uncle there was sleeping in the living room on the couch. And then in the middle of the night, like around 3 a.m., someone someone come from outside, and that comes out was my mom. She she was surprised seeing that man on the couch in the living room. So she starts screaming like really crazy, asking that man, that stranger, to go out. And everyone woke up and realized that and don't know what to do. And my mom refused to stop. So my dad called the police. And I remember there were two police came in and asked my mom to leave. I was super worried about I'll be losing her again. So I stand in front of the police between my mom and the police and ask the police to stop. Who are you asking my mom to go away? But anyway, my mom left with them. I've got two brothers. They entered my room after that, saying that I've done something uh they they cannot. They want, but they cannot do because they don't have enough courage. But I was not happy at all because I consider I've lost my mom again. In the other day, when I opened the door, I saw my mom sitting on the stair in front of our home. She's, she said, I was here all the night because you are the only one who loved me in the earth. I realized that how hard I tried for 2 years to connect with her, to tell her that I love her, but I cannot. But with that move, where I just do what I really want to do, to be authentic to myself, then she can connect with my love. Then she understand that there are someone really love her. And then when I grow up, I become a mother. I have my son. He is now 7 years old. I remember there were one day I have to fly to somewhere to learn. And he was 1.5 years old. I was breastfeeding at that time. He cried heavily when he noticed that I'm leaving. And I don't know what to do. And actually, I feel so sad and I cried in front of him. At that moment, he stopped crying and smiled to me, saying that, Mommy, just leave. I'm so happy. And then I realized he was doing the same thing I did to my mother when I was a kid. And that is something I really don't want at all. I want him to be himself fully. I want him to consider only how to create, how to explore, how to call out his own potential instead of how to fulfill my wants. So so I go learn much more than before, and just in order to make to create the environment, the 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 source for my son. He can he can be just himself and be happy, be free.
Wow. I had goosebumps all over. This is a very, very, inspiring story. And I can see how courageous, how brave you were when you were 14, and now that you are a mother. And you are teaching that to a lot of women. And this is really transformational. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
And I want to ask you, when you were telling in the beginning, you said that it is like through bedtime stories, you help them connect and find their authentic self. How do you do that?
Like I just shared before, uh, when you are telling story, you are not only who you look like before, who you look like every day. You
Mm,
you become more of you. And where many mothers, especially who always have to look at others' eyes, look at others to fulfill others, uh, they usually have to be more perfect in performance. But the perfection is not
mm,
connected with their happiness. So, like there are a few days ago, let me share you something. Few days ago, I was in a birthday party for a little girl when she refused to take pictures with her grandparents before taking pictures with her classmates, and she cried really heavy. She cried um, really sad, and her mom came in, and we find that, oh yes, mother's coming, so problem solving. But what happened was the mother slapped on her face and asked her to stop crying and the word was respect your grandmother and take pictures with her before everyone else. And the girl was panicked but still crying really, really sad. And I can I can see that the mother, you as a mother, you know when your son or daughter is crying really sad, you really want to help them, right? So the mother came in. The true self of her must be, I'm coming to help you to to solve your problems. But what she done, it was it was really not connected with her wants. And actually it was because of the mother-in-law that she wanted to please. And that creates a very destructive experience for her girl. And it is it is how the mothers cannot connect. And when you tell bedtime story, there are a lot of benefits there, including saying sorry. So when you are saying sorry to your children, they they will learn they are so worthy to receive apologies from their mother. And they can learn how to be truthful to themselves. And also, and it is the authenticity part, and also build up that dignity on I'm worthy and on I can be who I am. And Shika, you're on mute.
now I got it. Yeah. Yeah. Who I am, connecting back to that. That is powerful. And I agree to that. Like having pleasing personality, you keep on pleasing other people and you show up destructive patterns in your loved one's life, especially your child. And the way you are connecting the story and helping transform, I can now see how powerfully it can impact. As during the night time, you got the opportunity to say sorry and child receives it and they have a bonding time. So beautifully, beautifully explained that. Thank you. So as a mother, like I'm also a mother, and many of the times I struggle having a night routine and especially nighttime. So most of the time I skip that part. So how you will suggest me I can incorporate or how viewers can incorporate to have little time, that bonding time as a story time for us?
Thank you. Thank you for asking. It is super important to start it because many mothers really don't know what to do when they want their children to go to bed, uh, and when the children refusing. And it's time for you to connect with them. It is the best time. You are going to a comfortable place, which is the bedroom, and then you are creating uh, uh, intimacy, closeness, and safe space for you and him or her. It is it is the very good opportunities for you. But somehow mothers or children might not be ready. When you're not ready, you may find something inside, just like there must be a story in you. Is very, very, very casual. The story that you can remember, like a story that you heard before, or in your childhood, or in television, is all good. That you remember a story, that you don't need any books to lead you to tell a story. Then when you remember that story, you might just be with yourself, take some time to tell yourself that story and see how you feel with that. Then you got a lot of insights and also a very good experience to connect with yourself. And then when you find what you really feeling with that story, that you have your choice to go to ask your son or daughter, do you want a bedtime story? If they want is good, you may tell them uh, as many, as long, as short as you want. And you may stop anywhere. And then no matter it's long or short, I'm so sure they will be asking you for more.
I can see that. And the way you explain it makes clear for me that I don't have any pressure to, like the story should be perfect or this is how it should be. Any story from my past or any experience that I had, and I can just tell, and it can be long or short. So it takes away a lot of pressure and just gives me a clarity of just bonding with my child. So that is a lovely way to see this. So thank you for sharing this. Do you have any other tip or anything that you want to share to our viewers?
Uh, Tips. Let me check. Uh, yes, it would be very good to look at the mirror sometimes. When you look at the mirror, I'm sure you have a lot of mirrors, and then you can just look at it and and connect with yourself, saying one word, one sentence, or just a paragraph or a story, that you can feel yourself much more. Look at your mirror and listen to your voice and connect with your mood. And yes, there are lots of skills there, but not worry. Not worry about any skills, any sound, any words. It's all good. Just connect with yourself, connect with your kids, and your love will flow.
Wow.
I'm sure you'll be doing great.
I can see, like, looking into yourself and connecting. Many of the times we see the mirror, but we don't actually look through it. We don't acknowledge the person in the mirror. So just being giving that time, like couple of minutes, I guess it won't take long, but yeah, it can be very powerful. So thank you for sharing this.
You're
So
welcome.
before we wind up, do you want to have any final words that you want to share?
Final words. Just take action and do what you want and connect with who you want to connect and let love flows with your true self. And if you have any questions, anything you would like to ask, you just comment here or just find me through Instagram or Facebook, or you just leave a message to Anshika. I'm sure that you will be doing good.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. Definitely, we can connect to you on your Instagram or through me. Like you can connect to me, you can message me, and we can connect. So, if you want to learn how to transform your life and create a powerful family by using bedtime stories, and you know many reasons now why to do it through stories. So, if you have any question or do you want to connect, let's do this. Take action and DM us, and we are here to help you. Thank you.